Welcome back to the channel, guys. I know it's been a few days since I uploaded a video. Ninjala's came out. I've been hands-on with that, been working on it. Honestly, the game's very straightforward. I've been trying to figure out what kind of videos to make for you guys. Maybe down in the comments below, you can let me know if there's anything particular you want to see, and I can go ahead and whip that up for you. But as it stands right now, I've just been trying to figure out what I can, what I can make for you guys that's going to be useful, helpful, and, be about Ninjala. So right now, what I got for you is a video. We're going to talk about the Shinobi cards, and if you're not using them, then you're doing it wrong. And we're going to go from there. So let's get into the video. Roll my intro. Let's get started. Thanks.
You know who the fuck I am. Hoodoo right out the dark side. Definition of thug. Murder motivated by dead homies. I am bound by blood. Lay you down in blood.
Alright, welcome back. And really quick, if at any time during the video you find anything helpful, you learn anything or anything like that, go ahead and hit the subscribe button with the notification bells on. You'd be helping me out so much, and I'd appreciate it so much. You'd be doing nothing but helping the channel, showing support and stuff like that. And like I said, it would really mean a lot to me, okay? So let's get into the video. Let's talk about the Shinobi cards, and we're going to break everything down right now, and we're going to look at what's best for you, your weapon, and what you like to use in Ninjala. Alright, let's go. Alright, and here we are. So in case you were wondering the way you get to the Shinobi cards, and this is just in case if you were wondering or you did not know, go into your closet here, go to your battle equipment menu, and then your Shinobi cards will be down here at the bottom. You can unlock up to 4 Shinobi cards. I went ahead at the start and unlocked another 1. Now I don't know if that was what I was supposed to do or a good idea or not, but it's definitely what I did. I wish I could get at least another one of these open, but you see they're pretty expensive. It's going to cost me 200 gold medals, 500 silver medals, and 2,000 bronze medals. Holy hell. But we'll get that all unlocked the more we play, and we'll get that all squared away. I probably messed up somewhere, honestly, doing it like this. The cards I've been using lately, well, at least with the weapon I've been using lately, video coming soon on the weapon, guys. I would actually keep my eyes open for that in the next maybe 24 hours of this video being released. Is sudden burst. So when you activate an S burst one time, even if your S energy gauge is depleted, resets each time you respawn. So that way, I can either use it to dash after an opponent or use it to escape from an opponent or get out of a sticky situation, more or less. And then the other card I've been using is starting dash, which is weird. Anyway, you begin the battle with increased S energy capacity, which is basically like having 1 drone kill under your belt at the start of the fight, or the start of the match, which is really useful. But let's take a look at the other cards, okay, guys? So like I said, up to 4 you can have, but it is going to cost you. I'm pretty sure that if I was to unlock this one, this last one would go up in price also. But here are the other cards, which I took the time to unlock from the start. Maybe that's where I messed up at, and maybe instead of unlocking all these cards, I should have just unlocked more card slots. But hey, it's whatever. It's what I did, and I'm gonna end up having to fix it, and I'm gonna end up grinding out myself, and we're gonna end up getting there, and everything's gonna be all right. All right, so these were the 2 cards we already looked at, and then you've got the Master of Change. It increases your morph gauge capacity, allowing for a longer morphing time. You have the Wall Shooter. Gumshoot cooldown is reduced while standing on walls. You have Etsusemi Master. When a gum Etsusemi is attacked or touched by a foe, it explodes, causing gum damage. This one right here, I think, might have some more use, maybe at a higher level. Definitely, there's an assist code for it, which we're going to talk about the assist codes. There's an assist code for it where it increases the damage, and it keeps increasing, it keeps increasing, keeps increasing. So it can definitely be useful to just plop one of those down in the middle of you while you're fighting, and when someone else comes up to try to gank you or whatever, they get the old Etsusimi explosion. But anyway, and then we got Ninja Sense Pro, which I know is a pretty popular one. Use your Ninja Sense to detect opponents behind you. Discerning Eye. Drone locations can be seen through the walls within a certain range. You've got a two-edged parry. When parrying, both you and your opponent's life will be reduced. However, life will never be reduced to 0. Well, that's good. And you've got the Gum Guard Master. When successfully performing a Gum Guard, gum shrinkage will be reduced. And if somebody doesn't just smash you with a break, I mean, well, it depends on who you're playing against, I guess. But yeah, that could come in handy too. And then you got Life Drain. You absorb life from your foe when attacking with a gum weapon. However, standard rate of life recovery will be reduced. And that's like when you turn into like an object, you know, and try to get away and get some of your health back. When you have this card equipped, basically that little meter that appears over your head when you disappear and go away, it doesn't start recovering your life until it's already at halfway. So that's just something to keep in mind with that one. So let's look at the assist codes, guys. So for the Sudden Burst card, the S Energy one, the assist codes, you've got Life Recovery, you've got Ninjutsu Gauge Plus, and you've got S Energy Replenish. Life Recovery, so you're going to get the basic ability of the card, and then also on top of that, when you defeat a foe with an Ippon from a parry state, it will restore your life. That's, you know, if you build into that one, and that one has multiple levels to it. You can level all this stuff up like this one. As you can see, the XP gauge under level 2 is full. If I wanted to pay the 30 bronze medals, I could upgrade that to level 3. But Ninjutsu Gauge Plus, after a parry, defeat your foe with an Ippon to increase your Ninjutsu gauge. And then you got S Energy Replenish, so after a parry, defeat your foe with an Ippon to increase your S Energy gauge. And as you can see, I have the Life Recovery on, and I have the S Energy on. Because I've noticed when you get like balls deep in a fight, and you know, let's say you knock out 2 people, and then the other 2 people from the team come, if you're playing teams, for instance. You're usually running low on S Energy, so it's nice to at least Ippon one of those guys, hopefully, if all goes well, and then get some of that S Energy back, so you're able to keep spitting out moves on them, and you got stuff available, and you're not completely drained. Or hey, you got some S Energy, maybe you want to run away, and you got the S Energy to get the hell out of there. Alright, so then for the starting dash card, the assist codes that we have are, you got Movement Speed Plus, you got Damage Down, and then you've got Gum Damage Down. Alright, so for Movement Speed Plus, you move faster at the start of battle and after respawning, which can be very useful. Like right now I'm using one of the hammers. I think it's the 3rd one over from the left. It's like the purple green one. I forget what it's called exactly, otherwise I would have just said its name. But you know, you move slower when you have those weapons, so at least I know at the start of battle and after respawning, I get a nice little kick to my movement, so I can either get into battle quicker or whatever I need to do. And then we got Damage Down here. Reduced damage taken at the start of battle and after respawning, which is also nice. Not only do I move faster to get back into battle, but once I get there, I take a little bit less damage, you know. And then you've got Gum Damage Down, and reduce the gum damage taken at the start of battle and after respawning. Alright, so Master of Change. This one here is all about the morphing, basically. So you got duration plus, recovery rate plus, and then change gauge fill plus. All right. So this one, the duration plus, the morph gauge capacity is increased, which means basically you can stay morphed longer and gain health longer if that's something you're looking to do. Recovery rate plus, the life recovery rate while morphed is increased, so you'll gain even more life while you're morphed. And then this one is change gauge fill plus, the morph gauge refill rate is increased, so you'll basically gain health faster, which is cool. Yeah. Alright, so moving on, we're gonna go to wall shooter. Look at the assist codes for wall shooter. You've got reduced cooldown, you've got gum damage plus, and you've got ninjutsu gauge plus. Alright. Gum shoot cooldown time is reduced while standing on walls. And then for gum damage plus, it's gum damage dealt to foes, it's increased while standing on walls. And then for ninjutsu gauge plus, successfully executing a gum bind will increase your ninjutsu gauge while standing on walls. Interesting. I know a lot of people overlook this one. I mean, it's not fantastic, especially compared to the other ones, but maybe the ninjutsu gauge plus would actually be useful. I mean, I don't know. I don't spend a lot of time standing on walls is the thing. That might work for the city level, very helpful for the city level, but like WNA Academy, you're not spending a lot of time on walls. You're spending most of your time on the middle platform, I would think, throwing down. But now we're gonna look at the Utsusimi Master and all that for it. Over this one, you got trigger range plus, you got gum damage plus, and C-foe position. All right. And in case you weren't aware, to put one of these little guys out in the middle of the fight, you press right on the directional pad, and it's, you know, you just drop it out there like a prop. So basically, you're setting a bomb on the battlefield. I haven't seen anyone using this. I was running a setup with it, but kept basically forgetting to use it. You know, it's something you're gonna have to train yourself to use. And then again, it doesn't necessarily do a lot of damage at first. And then I looked at the pros and the cons. Like maybe if I had 4 cards, I could work this in as one of my cards. But me having only 2 cards, I don't really see a benefit to having this as one of my cards currently. But anyway, trigger range plus, it increases the explosive range of the Utsusimi Master. Gum damage plus, it increases the gum damage dealt to foes upon the explosion with the Utsusimi Master. And then C-foe position temporarily reveals the location of foes in range upon the Utsusimi Master's explosion. So when it explodes, it locates people in range, which is pretty neat, I guess. So that's the Utsusimi Master, and then we're going to take a look at Ninja Sense Pro. Search distance plus. Detection range for Ninja Sense Pro is increased, so you can see people at a longer range. Then you got movement speed plus. You move faster when nothing is currently being detected by Ninja Sense. And then damage plus. Increased damage and gum damage dealt by the first strikes against morphed foes. Interesting. I know a lot of people have been using like the one yo-yo where you can morph people, and then they're probably using this card to help put them away because the yo-yos themselves aren't particularly don't particularly do a lot of damage. But that's one setup. Keep that in mind, yo-yo users. That might be something you want to look into. And then I would definitely still keep the starting dash if you're a yo-yo user. So starting dash and Ninja Sense Pro, everything into the bottom ability most likely. But you want to see the total cost bar down there below. Mine says 30 of 30. Like for instance, this card costs 10 to use, and then if I was to stack one of these abilities, like this ability, it would add +2 to that 10, so it'd be 12. So it would take up 12 of my 30. Right now I have it perfectly balanced, 15 and 15 across the board. Nothing left over, and it's not too over, which is positive. Anyway, I'm getting off track right now. Sorry guys. So the next card is going to be the Discerning Eye. That's the one with the drone locations. And you've got Display Distance Plus. It increases Discerning Eye's detection range. The second one is Movement Speed Plus. You defeat drones to increase your movement speed temporarily. And then you got Tsukiseki. You temporarily reveals foes' positions after destroying nearby drones. And that's the Discerning Eye and its assist codes. And then you've got the Two-Edge Parry, which this is one I've been looking at. I've been trying to gauge, you know, how useful this one would be. You got Damage Plus, and increase the life reduction to foe and self when a nullify occurs. You got Damage Guard, reduce life reduction to self when a nullify occurs. That's probably the best way to go. And then Shockwave damage, deals damage to surroundings when a nullify occurs. That's neat. And then you've got Gum Guard Master. We're gonna look at the assist codes for that now. You've got S Energy Plus. You've got Ninjutsu Gauge Plus, and you've got Damage Guard. Damn, I haven't even got one of those yet. That's crazy. And I'm pretty sure the way you unlock these, being this is the first one I've encountered, so the first way I can explain it, like if you have these locked for you, the only way to unlock it is just to keep playing the game. You just keep playing the game. At the end of the match, you know, depending on how you did, it'll randomly grant you some assist codes, which are basically like little tokens that, you know, you'll get a token like this one here. It's like the gum with the sword, and the little symbol above the top right to the gum. Basically, I just have to wait to get one that has the shield on it like that, and then it should unlock. That's what I've noticed. That's how I've noticed it's been working. But anyway, let's get into it. For the S Energy Plus, it increases your S Energy gauge upon a successful Gum Guard. And then Ninjutsu Gauge Plus, so you increase Ninjutsu gauge upon a successful Gum Guard. And then Damage Guard, reduce damage suffered after a failed Gum Guard. And then you've got Life Drain and its assist codes. So for this one, you got Life Absorption Plus, increase life absorbed from a foe after a gum weapon attack. You've got Damage Down, reduce damage taken after absorbing life from a foe. That's not necessarily bad. As you notice, this card is very expensive. You got Gum Damage Down, reduced gum damage taken after absorbing life from a foe. Glad I have that unlocked. But yeah, it's an 11 card, and then basically the two best abilities from it are 4s. I mean, it'd be nice to have this and like this and have them both maxed, but hey, it is what it is. Alright, so those are the Shinobi cards. Those are the assist codes. Sorry the video went on a little bit, ended up being a little bit long. You know, we broke that down. I gave you a little tip and a hint about yo-yo ninjas and cards that they should be keeping an eye out for. Alright, that parry life drain card where it does it to both of you, that's a big one, guys. Keep an eye out for that one. Maybe check that one out, level it up, master it. But hey, tell me what you think in the comments below. Anything else Ninjala you want to see, any questions you have, comments below. I can crank that up for you. Also, if you weren't aware, I stream every Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday on Twitch at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. We're going to be playing some Ninjala. Links for the Twitch are in the description. Come check us out. Come say what's up. Come say hey. I'd really love to see you there. Thank you so much. Have a great day, guys. DZ is out, and peace. Thank you.